Saturday night's main event is in the books, and this is your one-shot, one-take review. Hopefully one take, because I am sick, so if I have a coughing fit, I'll probably cut it out. Anyways, I loved this Saturday night's main event. Absolutely loved it. I'm going to talk about Goldberg's last match ever. Yes. I mean, sadly, Goldberg, he will not be wrestling anymore in WWE, and we're just gonna have to move on. And I know it's sad. It's totally sad. And yes, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that at the end, because that was the final match. I will though, in all seriousness, give Goldberg some props at the end as well, and then we will tie a bow on this dark chapter of wrestling called the Goldberg era. Sorry. I just can't help it. Sometimes wrestling brings so much joy in your life that it just spills out, and you just can't help but just smile. Just smile. This was a good. I enjoyed myself, and that's the crazy thing about wrestling. I literally have two videos, like the last two videos, I'm like, Jelly Roll sucks. Jelly Roll, I hate that they're using Jelly Roll in this. And now here I am just being like, WWE's awesome. And that's the cool thing about wrestling. You can, like, there's peaks and there's valleys. Even yesterday and today, when I was like, oh God, I have to deal with Jelly Roll, I still feel that way. I still don't want Jelly Roll at SummerSlam, but it's going to happen. And tonight, they went a long way in at least making it kind of interesting, because Jelly Roll took a Claymore kick to his frickin' face. That was cool. I'm not going to lie. So we had Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. And Randy Orton, this whole Jelly Roll relationship is kind of weird. I don't know why suddenly Randy Orton is best friends with Jelly Roll, but they are. And during the match, Logan Paul and Jelly Roll get into it. And even though Logan Paul can literally go one-on-one against Roman freaking Reigns and Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, 3 champions, he gets pushed down and just like completely pushed down by Jelly Roll. And okay, whatever, right? And then we have Drew McIntyre yelling at him, like, hey, what are you doing? And then when he goes back to get in the ring, he picks up Randy Orton, RKO. Done. Match is over. I'm not going to go move by move, right? I'm not going to go move by move. The match is over. What I don't like about this is Drew McIntyre's character has no reason to like Logan Paul. In fact, Logan Paul is part of, like, Drew McIntyre, he's a villain that can like good guys and hate bad guys while still being bad. He can like certain bad guys, and he can like certain good guys, and he can hate certain good guys, and he can hate certain bad guys. And Logan Paul would be one of the guys that he hates. And they didn't explain why they're together. Now, they might have him there just so he can actually get some boos, because I know Drew McIntyre people tend to, like, start to cheer him after a while. But that might be the behind-the-scenes reason. We need in front of the camera reasons why Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre would ever be friends. Because Drew McIntyre, he's put in the work. He's put in the work to get to where he is, while Logan Paul just kind of jumped in. So, like, it makes no sense for Drew and Logan to be friends right now. So I would like for them to fill that plot hole on Friday night. And Drew McIntyre is pretty good about that stuff, so I do expect Drew to speak on that friendship and how it came about. But let's talk Jelly Roll, right? So they start beating up Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. Logan Paul comes in with his one lucky punch, and then Jelly Roll throws Logan Paul out. He punches him, right? He blocks. The block kind of sucked, but he punches him. Whatever. And then he's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And that's when we get the Claymore. And it was a good Claymore. It was a solid Claymore up close. So he took it. Drew did not pull that punch, that Claymore. So I will say, while I still think that this is a horrible idea, that Jelly Roll is in this prominent spot, I will say it's a bad idea, but again, as Drew tends to do, making the best out of a bad situation and making it at least somewhat interesting. Jelly Roll is like, I just don't think that, what I don't like about this is that, like, if we were gonna do this, why didn't we make this, like, with Carmelo Hayes, or The Miz, or, like, people lower on the card? Do we really think that Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton need the celebrity rub? I don't think so. Like, I would have loved for this to be, okay, fine, keep Logan Paul in it because it's Logan Paul and we could get more, like, eyes on the product. But what if it was Logan Paul and The Miz versus Carmelo Hayes and Jelly Roll, or vice versa, Miz and Jelly Roll and Carmelo Hayes and Logan Paul? That would actually be better because Miz can go good guy, bad guy, whatever, and Carmelo Hayes is a villain right now. So, like, that should have been it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it, and I wish they would have, like, Randy Orton and Drew did not need to be here. They could be somewhere else on this huge SummerSlam that's only a couple weeks away. If we're gonna use a celebrity, let's use it to actually put over talent that needs to be put over. But, so, let's just focus on this match right here. I did not yawn any times at all during this entire PLE. I will say though, I did have, like, I slept most of the day. I am sick, so, like, I slept most of the day, so maybe that prevented yawns from happening. There were 10 commercials, and that's, I guess, five per hour. That's not horrible, and the ring only had the words Naked Gun in it, advertising one movie, not, like, it wasn't filled. It wasn't like every inch of the mat wasn't filled with just commercials and advertisements, so I appreciated that as well. Let's go to the second match. We had Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa and his My Family Tree. Solo Sikoa is My Family Tree. And it was a good match. Solo and Jimmy have good chemistry. Jimmy is definitely the better of the two in ring when it comes to Jimmy and Jay, but the crowd wasn't as hyped, so Jay is definitely the better hype man. And Solo Sikoa, I don't know, it feels like they're not letting him be his little zany self, and I do understand because, the more zany he is, the more people like him. Well, then you kind of have to, he can't be a heel. But on the same token, I liked him as that zany heel. So it's like, I just want to see a little more kookiness out of him. When it's all said and done, Tala Tonga did, like, the weirdest cheat ever, which was kind of cool, actually. So Jimmy's coming back in the ring. Solo Sikoa rolls him up, and Hikuleo literally puts his foot on Solo Sikoa's butt to make sure that Jimmy can't kick out of the roll-up. So I've never seen something like that before. From outside the ring to him stretching his foot onto Solo Sikoa's butt, and the roll-up happened. So that was okay. And did they proceed to beat up Jimmy? Yeah, they proceeded to beat up Jimmy. He even got the Samoan spike before Jacob Fatu came out. It's like, Jacob, why didn't you come out sooner? Why did you have to wait till after Jimmy got it? And Jacob Fatu pretty much dominates the entire group. Him and Talatunga, they have their moment. There's a little bit of a scuffle until Solo says, let's go. So yeah, Jacob Fatu still looking strong, while Solo Sikoa and his entire faction, not, I think they could, I don't know if I want Solo Sikoa's entire faction beat up, but whatever the case may be, that's what happened there. Throughout the entire night, they are giving out, like, Goldberg, like, they're talking like how Goldberg is gonna, interviews and retrospects of his career. Honestly, I started thinking this is all a swerve. They are going to make us think Goldberg is going to lose, and then at the last second, Goldberg wins. So I'm starting to get a little afraid, not going to lie. And we have throughout the night also Io Sky waves, hi guys. Rhea Ripley waves, hi guys. And coincidentally, that was Io's most camera time she got since WrestleMania 41. And then Jade Cargill, she waves in the crowd, hi guys. And before they cut to Naomi, well, Naomi actually just like blindsides Jade Cargill. I love this. And I love that Naomi didn't have to bring the briefcase too. It's like she doesn't have to bring it everywhere. And so Jade Cargill, they're going at it, they're getting beat up. It's back and forth, a lot of security till Adam Pearce comes out and he says, I knew this was gonna happen. I was gonna wait to tell you, but I might as well tell you now. Bianca Belair, your special guest referee. I think it would have been cooler if they had saved it for tomorrow. That would have been a nice little pop. But I understand, being that there's almost zero promotions, plus they are in the same arena. Maybe the fact that Bianca was there, it was to get some more people from Georgia in order to buy. Like, oh, Bianca's going to be there. Let's buy some more tickets. So I totally get why they did it. I'm not opposed to WWE making money. It's just I'm opposed to them selling their soul to make money. And this, to me, wasn't. Yes, it would have been better storytelling if Bianca had been revealed tomorrow at Evolution, but it made sense still, and it wasn't that much of a hindrance to the story. So Bianca is back, and I'm very, very happy. Just to let everybody know, Bianca is tied for my favorite female wrestler of all time. So if you wanna come at me with some Bianca hate, I'm not gonna let it stand. I'm gonna push back on it. But you are allowed your own opinion. Just come at me don't just come at me. Oh, Bianca sucks. No, you gotta be like, why? I don't know why suddenly everybody just hates those Bianca and Jade, but I think they're phenomenal. Naomi as well. All right, so then we go to Seth freaking Rollins versus LA Knight. Yeah, this sucked. The match was fine, but I will say that for most of the match, I was actually on call with someone from my job. I had to call like 3 people. They don't even want to talk about it. I missed a lot of the match, which reminds me, I need to quit my job. So to quit my job, I'm going to give away this belt right here. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers, and that will allow me to get one step closer to quitting my job. So yes, help me quit by subscribing to the channel. You got to comment also, hit that bell, ding, 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 notification, and please like the video. That would be key. All right, and so back to the match. We have this match. It's a good match. I am watching it, and at some point, Seth Rollins does like a flip on the middle rope, right? And then he instantly does another flip. But when he does the flip, he lands on his knee or his leg, and it buckles, right? It buckles, and he goes to the corner. And at first, it's like, nah, he's playing him. But then. Paul starts to get serious. He calls the ref over. Excuse me, sorry, it's one take, one shot. The doctor comes over, and suddenly it's like, no, I never see the X though. I never see the X. And then he waves them off. He says, I'm good. Seth gets up. He's kind of hobbling, and then boom, instant blunt force trauma. And it's like, uh-oh. Like, the fact that it happened so quick means that it's legit. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did think that maybe it was a fake out. And that Seth was only pretending to be so hurt and lose on purpose so he could cash in later in the night. But no, that never happened. He never cashes in. Therefore, we go back to this moment, and Seth is really injured. Like, this is like, for one, a human being has hurt himself. So that level, just the level of human to human, that sucks. And then you go to the level of storytelling. He's the big bad. He's the big bad of WWE right now. And he has the money in the bank. What do the Brawns do? A lot of stories are about to be all upheavaled. Is that a word? Well, it is on this channel. And, just many Like, it just sucks. It just sucks. And it's Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. He loves this business so much. He puts so much, his body, his soul, everything on the line in his matches. And now, LA Knight does win. And I gotta say, much respect for Seth Rollins calling an audible and allowing himself to just lose to LA Knight like that, because he could have just said, no, I'm done, call the match, and it's a no contest. And everybody, we would have respected that. I would have respected it. I'm like, because I don't want, if even a little bit more of a match would cause more damage to his knee, I would say, don't do it. But the fact is, Seth is like, no, we gotta at least end the match. And in losing, it puts over LA Knight. So Seth Rollins, on his way out to injury, puts over talent to help the company. And I gotta say, much respect to Seth Rollins. So keep a good thought for Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth freaking Rollins. As annoying as he can be sometimes, he does love WWE and wrestling as a whole, and it just, I wouldn't want anybody to be injured. No way, no how. And that sucks. Seth freaking Rollins, they had to end the match early. It was a decent enough match. We'll never know, I guess, fully who would have won, who wouldn't have. I guess reports are saying that it should have been Seth, but he called an audible, and whatever happened, much respect, and I guess we don't know. It's up in the air what happens from this point forward, but LA Knight, he wins, and I can't really say that this was like, it was a very lackluster ending, but like, respect for Seth making it happen, because we got the best of what we could do, and then that throw more things into turmoil, because now we have like half an hour left, and like, you guys, you gals, if you've been on this channel for more than 2 minutes, you know that I do not like Bill Goldberg. In fact, I hate Bill Goldberg. But like, all that aside, Goldberg he just can't do more than 5 or 6 minute matches, and now we're talking there's 30 minutes left. And this is national TV too. So this isn't the normal Netflix where you can just end it whenever. No, this is national TV in the United States on NBC. Therefore, they have to make it to 9 p.m. no matter what, 10 p.m. no matter what. So here we go. We have to do commercials. They had to go on the fly here. The Goldberg Gunther match, a lot of people are crapping on it. Oh, this sucked, this, that. That's not the point of this match. The point of this match was never to be a good match. This was to be it was more of a spectacle. Now, I was very afraid, because I did not want Goldberg to win. I thought two scenarios were going to happen. Goldberg was going to win, and then Seth was going to do the fake out cash in. And then the other scenario was Goldberg wins, and we have this match at SummerSlam. The rematch, and I was like, oh god, I did not see Gunther winning this, and I'm so happy he did. But let me give some credit to Bill Goldberg. The credit I'm going to give, the last nice thing I ever say on this channel to Goldberg is, I appreciate that he was able to call an audible, and somehow, some way, he dragged his last match out longer because of Seth Rollins' injury, because there's no way they would have had like that 20-minute match, because Goldberg, I don't think this might have been Goldberg's longest match of his entire career, let alone his WWE run. And then I also appreciate that Goldberg actually put over talent on his way out. I am a big believer in, you need to lose. When you leave the WWE or wrestling, on your back, you get pinned. You lose. That I'm just a big believer in that. And I could have saw Goldberg say, no, I'm not going to do that. And he did. Goldberg lost, and I appreciate that. That said, I also appreciate that I will never see Goldberg again. I also appreciate that I'll never, ever see him. I'm sorry. I have so much, like, I've hated Goldberg since day one. Day one, I remember his first match. Maybe I didn't hate him his first match, but I hated him around his like 5th or 6th match. But before then, I was just like, okay, cool. This nobody is just pinning people real quick. I have never liked Goldberg, and I'm just so happy that he's gone. So happy that Gunther beat him. Props to Gunther for getting a good match out of Goldberg. I know, a good match for the context in which we had. That could have been a lot worse. Honestly, I'm surprised there weren't more spears. And I'm shocked that we got a jackhammer. Like, for real. He got a decent jackhammer, so like Goldberg impressed me actually with what he could do. There was a little bit of a scary spot where he speared the barricade, and I loved it. It was funny as heck that he speared the barricade, but I was a little concerned that he was injured. I will make jokes about Goldberg and his concussions, because he has literally gave himself so many concussions, but like also for real, I would never want him to get a concussion. I don't like Goldberg, but I would never wish ill or injury on the guy. And yeah, like I'm just like floored. I'm floored. I'm like in shock and awe. If you would have saw the live stream, you would have seen my real reaction. I was jumping up for joy. I am just Goldberg. He's gone. The cloud of Goldberg over wrestling no longer has dissipated. We are in a brand new land, a brand new era. No more Goldberg to just come back and derail stories and championships. Goldberg's done. He's done. He's gone. He's finito. And if you love Goldberg, okay, cool. I'm not taking away your love for Goldberg, but you're also not going to take away my hate for Goldberg, and I'm glad he is gone. Bye-bye, Goldberg. Bye-bye. And, thank you for putting Gunther over, but I'm like, the door's that way. See ya, bye. Goodbye. Goldberg is gone, and I love it. This Saturday night's main event, I enjoyed myself thoroughly. Obviously, I didn't enjoy Seth Rollins getting injured, but I'm going to put this. Goldberg getting sleepered out, that's a 10 out of 10. That's a 100 out of 10. But overall, I didn't have too many issues. I mean, I still don't like Jelly Roll in this whole affair, but but Gunther's gone, so I got that going for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll give it 8 chops. You want to give it 9? Give it a go for it. You want to give it 7? Go for it. Who cares? Goldberg's gone, and that's like so many chops. Infinity chops for Goldberg gone. Just like I could do, like Goldberg being gone, I could just do infinity chops. I would never stop chopping the fact that Goldberg is gone. Just like pretend I'm still chopping forever until existence ends. So anyways, I guess I'll have to find a new villain for the channel. No. Goldberg will always be hated on this channel from now until I retire. All right, I need to go to bed. We're going to do Evolution tomorrow. Hopefully I can find AEW's All In and watch that tonight, though, or tomorrow morning as well. But yeah, Evolution tomorrow. We'll do hot takes as well. And boys, girls, I appreciate every single one of you. You know what else I appreciate? That I'll never have to see Goldberg wrestle again. Have a good night.